Hi, in this video I will present the possibilities of GateHub. GateHub is an auxiliary piece of Stargate infrastructure, so it might happen that you won't need to use it at all. However, it might be helpful or even necessary in some scenarios. So let's set it up quickly, then I will show you some use cases where you might want to use it. I go to download section and download GateHub package. Same as with local server, I unzip it and launch install script. Fine, GateHub ready to use. Let's move to first use case. This one applies to Arduino environment specifically. Some boards just don't have any network communication embedded. Sometimes it might happen as well that it's simply more convenient for you to use USB instead of Wi-Fi. In such cases, you can use serial gate device library on board side and GateHub on host device side. GateHub is able to detect such board and relay its communication to local server. Let me demonstrate it using basic LED example from serial gate device library. For the purpose of demonstration, I will use something really basic, the famous Arduino Uno. I won't talk much about example code, there is separate video explaining what's going on here. You can find it in Arduino section of reference for device or on Stargate channel. I will just change device name to Arduino Uno for clarity and upload the example to the board. Let's start GateHub now and see what happens in user interface. Great, now I can control a LED connected to Arduino Uno over my local network. Please note that GateHub is using same serial port to communicate with the board as Arduino IDE to upload a program, so if you like to upload new version of code to the board that already running serial gate device, you need to stop GateHub first. That would be it regarding Arduino, now something for Node.js environment. It can happen that you want to have several device or controller processes running simultaneously on one physical machine. For example, if you are using some middleware to convert data between devices, if you return several controllers, each one for different purpose, and so on. Generally, it's not a problem to run multiple Stargate components without GateHub, but GateHub offers some functionalities that might be convenient in such scenario. Let me show you something. I have started 3 range converters on my laptop. All fine with them, they joined local server and are available. But let's try to restart server. As you can see, devices are joining in sequence and it takes some time. It happens because each process needs to discover local server individually, but only one of them can listen to discovery port at a time. It might not be a big deal if you just have 2 or 3 of such processes, especially if your system is meant to be permanently online. But if you want to start your system only when needed and you have a dozen of such modules, it might be quite inconvenient to wait for all of them to join every time you wake up your system. Also, starting all necessary processes manually can be a bit problematic for more complex systems. So let's see how to solve all this using GateHub. I will stop everything first. Here I have a folder with all components I will use. Inside I have local server, GateHub and a separate subfolder for my converters to keep some order. Please note that each converter has its own working directory. It is necessary so that device can store its individual UID there. Let's open GateHub folder. Here is an autostart file. You can use it to define processes to be started together with GateHub. I will open it in ordinary notepad and update with what I need. First of all, I need a running server for my system, so I add one level up, /local server as working directory and npm run start as start command. I proceed the same way to add my 3 converters. Cool, auto start is configured. Let's save it and see what happens if I start GateHub now. And boom! All the stuff is instantly available just by starting GateHub. You can also stop everything switching off GateHub alone. And that would be all I wanted to show you this time. Please remember to leave a comment if there is anything you want to share, and see you on other videos.